What it do, Nutsack crew? It's your boy Nutsack, and today we're back with a new video. Today we're gonna be predicting random UFC fights that I would like to see. So basically, I just thought of like 10 fights that could probably happen in the future or that are probably never gonna happen. Just 10 random fights that like I would like to see and I would like to watch, like that I would be interested in, basically. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. We got like 10 fights. So, oh, by the way, if you guys find any more fights, drop some in the comments so I can make a part 2, because I'd love to make a part 2 to this video. But yeah, starting off with the first fight, we got Strickland versus Rob Whittaker. This fight could very well happen as a #1 contenders fight for the winner of Dricus versus Izzy. I don't know if Sean Strickland said that he's not gonna fight until he gets the title shot, which I think is stupid, because I really want to see him fight Rob Whittaker, but it is what it is. And I think Rob Whittaker, hot take, I think most people pick Sean Strickland to win, but I'd actually pick Rob Whittaker to win, because I think Rob Whittaker is super well balanced, and I think that he has the speed to be able to get in on Strickland's on his defense. I think guys like Izzy and what's his name, Dricus, they rely on power a lot, which is why they struggled with Strickland's defense. But I think Rob doesn't really rely on power. He just relies on volume and like speed. And I think that like that's the perfect style if you want to beat Sean Strickland, because that's what Cannonier settled to, the body shots. And you know, Strickland, Rob Whittaker has the good body shots. And yeah, so I think it'd be competitive. Don't get me wrong. If you want to beat Rob Whittaker, the way to beat him is you have to knock him out. That's how you have to beat him. And I don't think Strickland has the power to knock out Whittaker. So if this fight were to happen, I would predict a 48-47 Rob Whittaker decision. And I think it would be close, but I think I'd edge out Rob Whittaker to win. And I'm happy that he'd win, because he's one of my favorite fighters. So maybe I'm biased, but it's my video. So moving on to the next fight, we got Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Now this fight would be a super skilled striking match, and I think I'd really love to see it, in my opinion, and it could very well happen in the future. If O'Malley beats Merab and Corey beats Umar, I could definitely see Corey, and he would definitely deserve the next title shot for sure. And if this fight were to happen, I think I would pick Sean O'Malley by a decision. I think Corey's a way better striker than Marlon Vera, and I think he'll be able to avoid O'Malley's power. So I don't think he's gonna get chinned, and Corey also has a pretty good chin. Let's not forget that. And I think he's way more elusive than Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is just there to get hit, low key. But I think Corey would just get outpointed. I think Sean's just a way more talented striker. He just has way more power. He's just faster. Corey's not that athletic. Sean's more athletic than Corey, in my opinion. It would be close, and Corey's, maybe he has more like IQ, but like when their IQ's close and like one has the power and speed advantage, then they usually win. So I'm gonna pick Sean O'Malley to win by a decision, by like a 49-46 or maybe even a 48-47, depending on how good Corey does in the earlier rounds. But I think Sean will start figuring him out in the later rounds. So yeah, but that's my prediction for this fight. Moving on to the next one, we got Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira at 155, and this fight is actually very possible. I could see if Max loses to Ilia and he decides to move up to 155, which I think is a possibility, because I think Ilia definitely has the ability to beat Max, and I think if Max loses at 145, the title shot, then he has nothing else to do at 145, because he already beaten everyone. So I think he'd move up and start fighting like money fights, like Charles Oliveira. Like, this is a fight that people would want to see. Charles Oliveira is probably the most loved UFC fighter, and Max Holloway is one of the most loved UFC fighters. I love Max Holloway. I love Charles Oliveira. Max Holloway is one of my favorite fighters. However, if this fight were to happen, I think I would pick Max Holloway to beat Charles, because Charles doesn't really have that great of wrestling, and I don't see it going to the ground with Max. I know Charles was able to find a way to submit Dustin, and he was able to find a way to drop Gaethje, but I think Max is a way more skilled striker than Gaethje, and I think Max has a way better like instinct to survive than Dustin. I'm not actually, that was a bad take. Don't hear me on that, but I think Max is faster than Dustin, and I think he's faster than Justin. I don't think Charles is gonna be able to catch him in like a submission, or I don't think he's gonna be able to take him down to the ground, get him down to the ground somehow. And I think Max is honestly just gonna sit there and piece up Charles for 5 rounds. So I would pick Max Holloway by a 50-45 or 49-46 decision. But if Charles could get it to the ground, I could definitely see him submitting Max. So it's either man's fight, but I think Max Holloway has a better chance of winning in my opinion. So moving on to the next fight, we got Kamaru Usman versus Shavkat. Now this is the current version of Kamaru Usman, so the worst one we've gotten in a minute. This is a really tough fight to predict because Shavkat doesn't have that great of wrestling, so I can't see it going to the ground with Kamaru. But I also think Shavkat's striking is way better. But Shavkat has terrible head movement, and Kamaru has really good power, so it would be tough. But I would pick Shavkat by a split decision maybe, because I just think he's just the younger guy. He's hungrier. Kamaru is honestly like, what's Kamaru gonna do if he wins? Fight Leon again and lose? Like, I don't think Kamaru is as hungry as he is, and I think Shavkat's just like, hungrier. So I think he'd want it more, and I think that makes a difference like in a close fight like this. So I'd pick a Shavkat by like a split decision. But who knows? Maybe Kamaru could take down Shavkat, or maybe he could chin Shavkat even. I don't think he would, but there's a chance. Oh shit, there's a chance. My bad. But yeah, this would be a super close fight. I'd edge out Shavkat though, in my opinion. I think he's truly gonna be elite, and I think Shavkat would be the biggest threat to Leon, him or probably Jack Della Maddalena. But moving on to the next fight, we got Sean O'Malley versus Ilia Topuria. This is a fight that's actually possible that could happen too, because on the Sphere card, I believe Sean and Max are both fighting. So if if Ilia beats Max and Sean O'Malley beats Merab, then I could definitely see these two guys fighting in the future, because the UFC loves Sean O'Malley, so obviously they'd give him a double title fight like that. So if this fight were to happen, I thought about it a little bit, and I would pick Sean O'Malley to win, which is kind of a hot take. I feel like some people would pick Ilia to win, but I think Sean O'Malley is way more skilled of a striker. I think, using the eye test alone, I think Sean O'Malley is just a way more talented striker than Ilia is. I think Ilia is a great boxer, don't get me wrong, but something that helps him out a lot is his power. But don't get me wrong, he's not like what's his name, Derek Lewis, where he's just like super unfundamental, but just gets by because he has good power. Ilia has great boxing combinations, but I just think Sean is more complete of a striker. He can throw kicks, he can fight out of either stance. Sean is truly a special striker, and I think and he has distance management. And Ilia, I think Sean would have the reach advantage over Ilia, so I would pick Sean O'Malley to beat Ilia, maybe by a decision, or I could see him chinning Ilia even with like a kick maybe. Or Ilia by a knockout if Ilia does catch Sean, because Ilia has that one hit KO power, and so I think this fight is even as well, but I'd pick Sean to win, and I feel like most people pick Ilia to win. I did see I was arguing with someone on TikTok the other day, and they said that if Ilia and Sean fight, then Ilia would sub him. I don't know why you got that. Even Aljamain Sterling wasn't able to take down Sean. Peter Yan was able to take down Sean back in the day, but he wasn't even able to do much with it. So I think that's bullshit. Ilia Topuria hasn't taken anyone down or submitted anyone when they weren't already hurt, and who knows if he's going to be able to hurt Sean O'Malley as much as he did to Bryce Mitchell or Josh Emmett, because Sean O'Malley is a way better striker and he's way quicker than them. So yeah, I'd pick Sean O'Malley to win just because based off, and Sean O'Malley has great cardio with high output, so don't get me wrong. So I pick Sean O'Malley to win. Moving on to the next fight, we got Alex Pereira versus Yoel Romero. Now, I swear to God, I've been thinking about this, and I swear, I cannot decide. It's going to be a 205, not 185, where Alex Pereira doesn't have a chin. Then Yoel would easily win for sure. Not easily, but I think Yoel would definitely win if it was at 185. But at 205, I just have it split, because I could see it either way. I could see Alex Pereira chopping up Yoel, and then Yoel just landing that big shot towards the end of the fight, like he always does, and getting the knockout, how he always does. For round 1, he won't throw any strikes. Round 2, he'll pick it up a little bit, and then round 3, he'll just come over with like the nastiest shit you've ever seen and just like knock you out cold type shit. And I think that's possible with Alex, but I also think Alex has the ability to knock out Yoel because Alex has that power like we've never seen before. But Yoel's chin at 205 would be insane, bro. And it's tough because I know he got dropped by Paulo Costa at 185, but at 205, bro, like I don't even know if Alex is gonna be able to, you know, you feel me? Like it's like this fight is literally split. I can't make my mind up. If I had to pick one, I think I'd go Alex because of the low kicks advantage. But then Yoel has the wrestling. Like Yoel has really good wrestling advantage. So like I really cannot pick this fight. So I'm not picking this fight. Y'all can pick this fight in the comments, but like I cannot decide. But I'd love to see this fight. This fight would be awesome. Yoel is one of my favorite fighters. Alex is one of my favorite fighters. So yeah, I'd love to see it. Moving on to the next fight, we got Prime Kamaru Usman versus Khabib. If this fight were to happen, I think I would pick Kamaru to win because I think Kamaru has elite takedown defense. I know he got taken down by Shavkat, but to be fair, it was on short notice, and Shavkat's like one of the like a wrestler we've never even seen before. And Hamzat's also bigger than Kamaru. Meanwhile, Khabib is smaller than Kamaru. So keep that in mind as well. I think Khabib, it is possible for him to take down Kamaru, but I think Kamaru is also really good wrestling. So I think the wrestling would kind of cancel out. Maybe Khabib has like the edge because he has like the skill advantage from being a lightweight. But I think Kamaru literally definitely has the power to chin Khabib. So if this fight were to happen, I would either pick a Kamaru Usman KO or a Kamaru Usman like unanimous, like 49-46 or 50-45 decision. I think Khabib is kind of overrated. I feel like he didn't fight anyone well-rounded. If he fought someone like Kamaru who has elite wrestling and also good striking, then I think he would lose. So I would pick Kamaru to win this fight for sure. But who knows? Maybe Khabib would pull something off. Khabib is super skilled. I'm not taking anything away from Khabib. But I think Kamaru would definitely beat Khabib for sure. Moving on to the next fight, we got Jose Aldo versus Henry Cejudo. Now, I not put the current version of both these guys, but I'm talking about back in the day when Henry Cejudo was the title. Henry Cejudo was the champ, and Jose Aldo was gonna fight him, but Jose Aldo ended up pulling out, and that's when Dominic Cruz stepped in from off the couch, and then Henry knocked him out, and he got that overrated ass win. But that fight would actually, it sucked that fight didn't happen because I'd love to see that fight. Henry Cejudo versus Jose Aldo is a super like good, intriguing fight. It's honestly just about if Henry Cejudo can get down Aldo, and I don't think he would. I think Jose Aldo would be able to defend Henry's takedowns, and I think Jose Aldo would easily outstrike Henry Cejudo. I think Henry Cejudo is an overrated striker as hell, and I think Jose Aldo would just shut him down completely with the striking. And I think he'd be able to defend all his takedowns because Jose Aldo has some of the best takedown defense of all time. So I think Jose Aldo would beat Henry Cejudo for sure. And it's a shame that he pulled out of that fight because I would have loved to see that fight because I hate Henry Cejudo. And I would have loved to see Jose Aldo piece him up so I could call Henry Cejudo overrated. But yeah, it is what it is. But I would definitely pick Jose Aldo to win this fight by like a 50-45 or like a 49-46 decision. Moving on to the next fight. This is a pretty underrated fight in the bantamweight division, by the way. Bantamweight, Deiveson Figueiredo versus Peter Yan. This would be a super high-skilled fight. Both these guys are super high-skilled, technical guys. Deiveson Figueiredo maybe does have a power advantage, but Peter Yan has a pretty good chin, so I can't see him putting away. But Deiveson Figueiredo also has really good jiu-jitsu. And he's also a great grappler as well for Peter Yan. So, I don't know. If this fight were to happen right now, I think I'd pick Peter Yan to win because I think he'd piece up Deiveson on the feet, and I think that on the ground they would be a little more close. But I think I'd pick Peter Yan to win by a decision, maybe like a 48-47 or a 49-46. I actually think this fight would be competitive. I think Deiveson Figueiredo is super underrated, but I think I'd pick Peter Yan to win. Peter Yan is so skilled, man. So yeah, Peter Yan. And last but not least, you guys know it's gonna be fucking Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall would win. I think he would definitely win. Let me explain why he would win. Tom Aspinall's bigger. He's faster than Jones as of right now. And I think he's just as fast as Gon. I think he's stronger than Gon. And I think he's a better wrestler than Gon. So I don't think that Jon Jones would be able to take him down as easily as Gon took him down. I don't think Jon Jones would be able to sub him as easy as he was able to sub Gon because Tom Aspinall is a jiu-jitsu black belt. And I don't think that I just don't think that Jon would be able to take down Tom at all. Jon always has trouble taking down people who are his height. He showed that against Gustafsson and Dominic Reyes. And Aspinall's bigger than him. The only reason he was able to take down Gon is because Gon has no wrestling. Tom Aspinall is wrestling, so I don't think he'd be able to take down Tom. And if it was a striking match, maybe Jon Jones would be able to pull something off, like dirty kickboxing, because he has good range advantage. But like when I saw him on the feet against Gon, bro, he was just so slow. And Tom Aspinall is super quick, and he has that one-hit KO power. So I think that there would definitely be a chance that Tom Aspinall could have been the first person. They're never gonna fight, so it doesn't matter. But I think if they did, Tom Aspinall very well could be the first person to actually knock out Jon Jones. I know that sounds crazy, but I really think it is, dude. I don't think Jon Jones would be able to take down Tom and like manipulate him on the ground. And I think Tom would easily fight his way on the ground. Ciryl Gane was literally just laying there letting Jon do whatever he wanted to him on the ground. And I don't think Tom would do that for sure, because Tom really wants to fight Jon. And I think if it was on the feet, Tom easily beats Jon. Maybe not easily, because, you know, Jon always pulls something off, but I don't think he would be able to with this one. And I think Jon Jones is ducking this fight for good reason. But hopefully Jon Jones gets stripped, because he's facing more misdemeanors. You know, what else is new? But yeah, hopefully he gets stripped, and hopefully Tom can become the undisputed, and hopefully we can see these guys fight, because I really hate Jon Jones and I really want to see him lose. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. And you know, if you guys liked it, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, drop some more fantasy fights for me in the comments to predict, because I do want to make a part 2. I really like this video idea. But yeah, if you guys have any more ideas, drop them in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.